Here is something most men will never hear directly from a woman's lips. When a woman desires intimacy with you, she will never, and I mean never, simply come out and say it outright. Instead, she launches an entire silent campaign that would put most political strategists to shame. And the worst part? According to a study published in the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, men fail to recognize over 60% of these signals when they happen in real time. 60%. That means more than half the time, a woman is practically broadcasting, "I want to be closer to you." And the guy she's interested in is sitting there completely oblivious, probably wondering what he's going to have for dinner. So today, I'm going to hand you the complete playbook. Not from a man guessing what women do, from a woman who actually knows. And the sixth thing on this list, that one is going to change the way you read every single interaction with a woman from this point forward. Before we get into these 6 things, I need to set something straight. There is a massive difference between a woman being friendly and a woman wanting intimacy with you. Friendly is smiling at you, asking how your day was, maybe laughing at a joke. That's basic human decency. But intimacy is a completely different frequency. When a woman shifts from friendly to intimate interest, her entire behavioral pattern changes. Her psychology rewires in ways that are subtle but absolutely consistent. Dr. Monica Moore, a psychologist at Webster University, conducted one of the most cited studies on female courtship signals. She observed over 200 women in social settings and cataloged more than 52 distinct behaviors women use when they want closeness with someone. 52. And here's the kicker. Most of these behaviors are so quiet, so smooth, that the average person standing 3 feet away wouldn't even notice them happening. But you're not going to be average after this video. I'm going to walk you through 6 things that a woman will always do when she wants intimacy with you. Not sometimes, not occasionally, always. These are hardwired behavioral patterns rooted in psychology. And once you learn them, you can't unsee them. So pay very close attention because some of these are going to challenge everything you thought you knew. 1. She engineers touch that looks accidental but absolutely is not. Let me tell you something that most people get completely wrong about touch. They think that when a woman brushes against your arm or taps your shoulder during a conversation, it's just random. It is not. It's choreographed, not rehearsed in front of a mirror, obviously, but her subconscious mind has already done the math before her hand ever moves. Research from the Kinsey Institute found that physical touch releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. And this hormone creates a feeling of trust and connection between 2 people within seconds. Women instinctively know this, not because they read a study about it, but because they feel the shift happen in their own body when they touch someone they're attracted to. So when a woman wants intimacy, she starts introducing what I call strategic contact. She'll fix your collar even though it was already fine. She'll touch your forearm when she laughs at something you said. She'll let her knee rest against yours under the table and not pull it away. These are not accidents. These are invitations. She's testing how you respond to her proximity, and your reaction tells her everything she needs to know about whether to move closer or pull back. Here's the part most men mess up. When she initiates that touch, a lot of guys either freeze up or completely ignore it. Both of those responses send the same message: disinterest. If she touches your arm and you don't acknowledge it in any way, she reads that as rejection. And women don't handle perceived rejection well in these vulnerable moments. So she'll shut down completely, and you'll never see that signal again. The right response? Reciprocate naturally. If she touches your arm, let your hand briefly rest on hers. If her knee is against yours, don't move away. Match her energy. This is a conversation happening entirely through skin. And if you're not participating, you're basically leaving her on red. 2, she tells you things she doesn't tell other people. This one is massive, and it's the sign most men completely overlook because they're too focused on physical signals. When a woman wants intimacy with you, she starts handing you pieces of herself that she normally keeps locked away. I'm talking about personal stories, childhood memories, fears she's never spoken about, opinions she would never post publicly. Psychologist Arthur Aaron conducted a famous experiment at Stony Brook University, where he had strangers ask each other a series of increasingly personal questions. The result? Many of these strangers reported feeling deeply bonded after just 36 questions. Some of them even fell in love. The point is, vulnerability is the fastest highway to intimacy, and women know this instinctively. So when she starts telling you about the time she cried in her car after a bad day, or the complicated relationship she has with her mother, or the thing that scares her most about the future, she is not just making conversation.
She is building a bridge between you and her innermost world, and she's watching to see if you're going to walk across it or set it on fire.
I knew a girl in college, brilliant woman, very guarded. She could talk for 3 hours and reveal absolutely nothing personal about herself. But the moment she started telling one specific guy about her parents' separation and how it affected her view on relationships, everyone around her knew exactly what was happening. She wasn't just sharing information, she was choosing him. She was saying, without words, I trust you with the parts of me that I protect from everyone else. If a woman starts sharing vulnerable, unfiltered truths with you, pay attention. That is not small talk. That is a door opening. 3, she manufactures situations where it's just the two of you. This one is honestly a masterclass in subtle engineering. When a woman wants intimacy, she will create one-on-one scenarios with the precision of a chess grandmaster. And the beauty of it is, she will make it seem completely organic. She'll suggest grabbing coffee after a group meeting. She'll volunteer to help you with something she clearly doesn't need help with. She'll hang back when everyone else is leaving so that you two end up walking to the parking lot alone. She'll text you late at night about something that could have easily been a group chat message. A study from the University of Kansas found that it takes roughly 50 hours of interaction to move from acquaintance to casual friend, and over 200 hours to become a close connection. Women who want intimacy are subconsciously trying to accelerate this timeline. And the fastest way to do that is to eliminate distractions. Other people are distractions. Groups are distractions. She wants your attention undivided, and she will quietly remove every obstacle between her and that goal. What makes this so clever is that she gives herself plausible deniability every single time. Oh, I just happened to stay late too. Oh, I was already in the area, so I figured we could grab food. She's constructing an entire narrative of coincidence around what is actually a very deliberate decision. If you notice a woman consistently finding ways to be alone with you, and these situations keep happening with suspicious regularity, that is not the universe conspiring on your behalf. That is her. She is the universe in this scenario, and she's doing all the heavy lifting while making it look effortless. 4, she mirrors you in ways that seem almost uncanny. This is where psychology gets genuinely fascinating. Mirroring is one of the most well-documented phenomena in human attraction, and it happens almost entirely below conscious awareness. When a woman wants intimacy with you, she will start unconsciously copying your body language, your speech patterns, even your energy level. If you lean forward, she leans forward. If you cross your arms, she crosses hers. If you start speaking more slowly, her tempo adjusts to match. This is not imitation, this is synchronization. Her brain is literally trying to merge her behavioral rhythm with yours. A 2016 study published in the journal PLOS ONE found that people who mirror each other's movements report significantly higher levels of rapport and emotional connection. The researchers described it as a neural coupling, where two brains begin operating on a similar wavelength. And here's the thing that blew my mind when I first read this. The person doing the mirroring is almost never aware they are doing it. It's an automatic response triggered by genuine attraction. So next time you're talking to a woman, watch for the echoes. Does she pick up her drink right after you pick up yours? Does she start using phrases or words that you use frequently? Does her laughter pattern match the rhythm of yours? If so, her subconscious mind has already decided that it wants to be in sync with you. Her conscious mind just hasn't sent the memo yet. One of the most interesting things about mirroring is that it also works in reverse. If you start subtly mirroring her, it deepens the connection from both sides. This is not manipulation, it's communication on a primal level. Two nervous systems recognizing each other and saying, yes, this one. This is the one I want to connect with. 5. She weaves you into her future without making it obvious now. Here's where things get really telling. When a woman wants intimacy with you, her language starts shifting in a very specific way. She stops talking about her future in singular terms and starts sneaking you into it. She'll say things that seem casual on the surface, but carry enormous weight underneath. Oh, that restaurant just opened downtown. We should check it out sometime. My friend is having a party next month. You should come with me. Have you ever been to Barcelona? I've always wanted to go there with someone who actually appreciates architecture. Did you catch that? She didn't say she wants to go to Barcelona. She said she wants to go with someone, and she's saying it directly to you. That is not random travel talk. That is an audition invitation, and you've already been cast. Relationship psychologist Dr. John Gottman, who has spent over 4 decades studying what makes relationships work, found that couples who use we language early on, even before officially being together, show significantly higher rates of long-term bonding. Women who want intimacy naturally gravitate toward inclusive language because their brain is already constructing a shared narrative. She's writing a story, and you are the co-author. The reason this sign is so powerful is that it reveals something she cannot fake: investment. A woman who is just being polite will keep conversations anchored in the present. She'll talk about today, this week, maybe the weekend. But a woman who wants intimacy projects forward. She talks about next month, next season, next year. She's planting seeds in a future that includes you, and she's doing it with the casual confidence of someone who has already made up her mind. 6. Her voice literally changes when she talks to you. I saved this one for last because it's the one that shook me when I first learned the science behind it. And honestly, I've never looked at conversations the same way since. When a woman wants intimacy with you, her voice undergoes a measurable physiological change. I'm not talking about her choosing to sound different. I'm talking about her vocal cords physically responding to attraction in a way she cannot consciously control. A study from the University of Stirling in Scotland found that women unconsciously lower the pitch of their voice when speaking to someone they find attractive. Their tone becomes softer, warmer, and slightly breathier. Researchers believe this happens because a lower vocal pitch signals trust, comfort, and sexual interest on a biological level. It's an evolutionary signal that predates language itself. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that a woman talks to her friends in one tone, animated, loud, high energy, and then when she turns to talk to you, something shifts? Her voice drops. The pace slows down. There's a warmth in her words that wasn't there a moment ago. That's not acting. That's biology taking the wheel. And it goes even further. A separate study published in the Journal of Evolutionary Psychology found that women also tend to increase vocal fry, that low, creaky quality at the end of sentences when speaking to men they are attracted to. It's almost as if the voice is trying to create a sense of closeness, pulling you in through sound alone. The reason this sign is so significant is that it is nearly impossible to fake. A woman can control what she says. She can control her body language to some extent. But her vocal pitch, that's governed by hormones and neurochemistry. If her voice changes when she's talking to you, if it gets softer, deeper, more deliberate, that is her body telling you what her words might not be ready to say yet. So there you have it. 6 things a woman will always do when she wants intimacy with you. She engineers touch that seems accidental. She shares pieces of herself that she keeps hidden from everyone else. She creates situations to be alone with you. She mirrors your behavior without even realizing it. She weaves you into her future. And her voice physically transforms when you're around. Now, here's what I need you to understand. None of these things mean anything in isolation. A woman might touch your arm because she's naturally affectionate. She might share a personal story because the topic came up. But when you start seeing 3, 4, 5 of these signs happening consistently with the same person, that's not coincidence. That's a pattern. And patterns don't lie. The real tragedy is not that these signals are hard to spot. It's that most people never learn what to look for, and they spend years wondering why they missed their chance with someone who was practically handing them an engraved invitation. If this message resonated with you and you want to go even deeper into understanding the psychology of attraction and connection, you're in the right place. Here at Frasier Inspiration, we explore the subtle, often overlooked dynamics that shape our most meaningful relationships. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because you won't want to miss what's coming next. And if you're ready for the missing piece, the physical signals, the body language cues that a woman cannot hide, no matter how hard she tries, then the video waiting for you on your screen right now is exactly what you need. Combined with everything you've learned today, it will give you a complete, almost unfair understanding of attraction that most people never achieve in a lifetime. I'll see you there.